to our March edition of the Gray and Day Show. Thanks for joining us. And if you are celebrating your birthday in March, you're in luck because we are going to be talking about birthdays.
And it all happened so fast. I was so enamored by my new little screen with the happy birthday. I'm like, oh, we're on. So
yeah, Matt does the techie side of everything, all of the visuals that you see on there. That's all compliments of Matt Day, our host. And I'm Tracy Gray.
So thanks so much for watching. If this is your birthday in March, then it's a great time to celebrate. If it's not your birthday, though, enjoy the show and then maybe send it to a friend or someone who is celebrating in March.
That's right. It can be a nice birthday gift for them, and it's free for you to send. So then that works out for you, too.
We're not saying you're cheap.
No, not at all.
I didn't say that.
I didn't. No, did we say that? We didn't say that.
Didn't even hear it.
No.
But speaking of cheap, we have shortened the show this week.
That's right, yeah.
It's that cheap of us.
More bang for your buck is what that is. We're calling it a shorty show.
And that wasn't even in praises for phrases yet. More bang for your buck. That should be one that goes into the show.
Absolutely, more bang for your buck.
Not all of our shows are the same length. Sometimes we're 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. All depends what we're trying to do. Sometimes we have more features than others. So a little bit different show every time.
Every show has a pun in it, though.
Absolutely. So I think it's time to go to the pun of the day, or the pun du jour, as you say in French. So here it is. Ready, Tracy? We wrote this one down because we want to get it right.
Well, it's just wondering if you know that March 1st was Pancake Day.
No, I did not know that. Are you saying I missed it?
Yeah, you didn't celebrate it?
No, I guess it just sort of creped up on me. Okay.
All right.
Time to move.
There it is.
Time to move to the birthdays.
Wow, moving right along.
You are sharing your birthday with some great celebrities, some great famous people, by the way. So that's on the ticker below. Not necessarily in the order we're going to say them in, but who's first, Tracy?
This birthday cat, Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
He will not eat cake in a box, and he will not eat it with a fox.
He will not eat it with socks.
No, that'd be gross. I hope he would.
He doesn't, but it leads to our next person, Einstein, who always wore the same pair of socks. I mean, not the same pair, but the same color of socks every day. In fact, all his clothes are the same, they say.
Yeah, all his clothes, all his meals, he kept it the same. He said that way he could put all of his concentration on more important things to think about than what he's wearing or what he's eating.
Einstein, of course, comes from the German word same clothing. So if you're German, you know that. That's what that
yeah, that's right. That's the translation for it. All right. So other birthdays that we're celebrating: Alexander Graham Bell.
Hello.
Hello.
Alex, is that you?
For any millennials watching, this is a phone.
That's a great phone.
How do you download the apps onto it, though? That I want to.
Can you text LOL? How do you text LOL on a rotary phone?
L.
So L.
O.
What is the O? 06 is the O.
6 is the O?
Okay, so 565 is LOL.
Oh, I dialed it wrong. I got to start over again.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.
If you've never experienced a rotary phone going off beside your bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, you have not dealt with heart issues yet.
That's right.
It is
you have not lived.
Loud when that would go off. Yeah. Alexander Graham Bell, wasn't he the guy with the kite, though, and the key as well? That's the guy, the lightning guy.
The lightning guy?
Yeah, I think it was Alexander Graham Bell. Same guy. Pretty sure.
I think that was Benjamin Franklin.
Was
it? Or was he the cherry tree?
That's like last week I said that someone pointed this out, Fraser Crane. I said, he was at the Kramer show. And Mark Taylor, showed up and said, hey, you got it wrong. I did get it wrong.
Yeah,
and I
Washington was the cherry tree.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Einstein was the sock guy. Okay. And we digress. Shaquille O'Neal and Steph Curry, great basketball players, also have birthdays in the month of March.
That's right. We've got lots of actors that are celebrating as well. Rob Lowe, Kurt Russell, Bruce Willis.
Yippee-ki-yay, birthday partiers. What about Chuck Norris?
Yeah, we can't forget Chuck Norris. But he does not wear a watch.
No, he simply decides what time it is.
That's right. He tells you what the time is. Whatever he decides the time is, nobody's going to argue with him about it because he's Chuck Norris.
One of Tracy's favorite shows is Immortal Beloved, and that features the great Gary Oldman. And I have my piano down here. I left it on. It's under my desk.
That was magical how you did that.
I know you didn't see that
Gary Oldman is Beethoven in the movie, and he's fantastic. If you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend that.
So Gary Oldman, we didn't tell you about this at the start because you've seen our show so many times. You know what these buzzers are for.
That's
this,
right.
Of course, is the buzzer of joy, blue buzzer of joy. If you do something well or we say something good, say something negative, you get the orange buzzer there. So Gary Oldman would get the blue buzzer for his role in Immortal Beloved. Really great. Really great.
Yeah,
movie.
and he's been in some other really good movies. He's Chief Gordon in Batman. That's how a lot of people would know him. My favorite, though, The Professional.
Right.
And that movie was Natalie Portman's very first movie. She was only 12 years old.
Wow. And
the two of them in it, incredible. Awesome. Absolutely incredible.
He was also in The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis. So Bruce Willis also celebrating a birthday in March. Yeah. So those guys would have been like, hey, we're filming this movie.
Yeah. You know? But there's a sequel coming out, isn't there?
Sequel coming out. The Sixth Element. It'll be coming out. Yeah.
So it's called The Sixth Element. How original. Keira Knightley's celebrating her birthday.
She's done well. Quentin Tarantino. This is a guy where it's like you either love him or hate him, right? He's you think he's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I love his movies, but I find him creepy.
Yeah, he's a very, very amazing director. Really intense. I think he's at the party. He'd be the intense guy in the corner. What's wrong, Quentin? Why are you so upset? I don't know. I'm just so mad right now. He's always mad.
But an actor I do love who's celebrating his birthday this month is Christopher Walken, and we don't know where this accent comes from. Every comedian on the planet does their version of Christopher Walken.
Can you do it?
Okay, let's. Don't understand. I need more cowbell.
That's so good. Okay, for that you get more cowbell. There you go. He must get that a lot, though. He must get people coming up all the time. Yeah,
he said that skit ruined his life because he can't even go and order in a restaurant without the waiter coming up and going, "Hey, Christopher, you need more cowbell." But we don't know where that accent is from.
Do it one more time. It's his own. Say maybe say something like, "Thanks for watching the Grand Day Show."
Frankenstein doesn't scare me. Marsupials do because they die. We don't know where that accent's from.
I never know what she's going to do with her accents.
Yeah, we did a whale one time.
You did a whale? Did Donald Duck? Daffy Duck?
I don't think we've got that. Thank you.
Hey, Tracy, do Donald Duck talking to Christopher Walken.
Like Christopher Walken.
You have them do both voices.
You don't understand. I need more cowbell.
Gets that.
Donald Duck doing Christopher Walken. That's a new one. Right here, you saw it on our show.
First time.
First time ever.
FYEC. Oh man, Reese Witherspoon. She's
an actress.
Well. She's an actress. Yeah. How old she'd be? She'd be 40? Yeah, maybe 45, 50, 55, 60?
I think more
70?
in the 40s and 50s.
She's not like the Betty White age, but she's...
That's right.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing.
Put in the comments if you know how old she is. Definitely type that in there.
This guy, if you like Star Trek.
I do. I love Star Trek. But if you're going to say William Shatner's birthday, I couldn't tell you. I was blocked on him on Twitter years ago. And I didn't even know it.
You got blocked by William Shatner on Twitter.
That's right, yeah.
What did you do that was so bad?
Well, apparently I'm that big of a celebrity that he feels like he needs to block me.
You intimidated him.
Right. But I work for a news outlet, and there was a story that we did years ago, and I guess he didn't like that story, and so he blocked everybody that works for the entire company.
That's it. He did the whole...
Everybody, yeah. I had no idea till someone else from the company had said that they had been blocked.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go sign up and get him, follow him, and then I'm going to block him tomorrow and say, take that,
right?
Shatner.
Take that,
You don't
William.
do that. No one puts Tracy in a corner.
Yeah, Bill.
No, Bill. Bill goes to space, though. Thanks, Jeff Bezos. Jeff can do anything. He'll deliver anything. He will deliver William Shatner to space. Like 10 minutes, I guess he was up there. He's 90 years old, though. He's an old guy.
Yeah, and he actually went to space, so.
Elton John celebrates a birthday in March as well. I love Elton John's piano playing. See? I can't see my keys.
Wow,
so I just, whatever
I was going to say, was that supposed to be your Elton John?
But the song I like is your song. But what I don't like about your song is the lyrics.
Really?
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. That's okay. But then the next verse is, if I was a sculptor, and then again, no. Like, what is that? Sorry, what do you... First of all, the word sculpture is really hard to sing.
No.
And then again, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bernie Taupin would have brought, that was the lyricist for Elton John, would have brought the lyrics in Elton John. But yeah, that was fine. That was great. Those are great. Yeah, we'll use him.
Well, these aren't Elton John's lyrics, but the ones that have always bothered me is, I don't want clever conversation. I wouldn't want to work that hard. I love you just the way you are. Like, hey, that's not nice.
That's not a first date.
That's a famous song.
Yeah, first date, eh? You blind date and you get that. Nice.
I don't want clever conversation. I like you just the way you are.
Speaking of dating and liking people just the way they are, a lot of my girls liked Adam Levine. When they were young, they thought Adam Levine was pretty cool with Maroon 5. He's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, and he's become a big name from the band, but then also from being on The Voice,
too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Happy
he seemed
birthday,
really sincere
Adam.
with him. Yeah, him and Blake Shelton would always kind of...
Oh, yeah, they'd scrap.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Adam Levine.
Eric Clapton's celebrating his birthday, and he's, as you know.
Eric
an
is
amazing
just
musician.
an amazing musician. But he
Incredible.
was friends with Beatle. George Harrison.
And stole his wife.
Not good.
And they remained friends.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Yeah.
It's quite the story.
Yeah. No, he's had a legacy, that guy, for sure. Nora Jones, of course, is an amazing. If you ever want a nice night, put on Nora Jones.
Yeah, you're talking about putting on the music, not put on
not
Nora
actually.
Jones outfit.
One of those Tom Cruise peel off masks. Your wife comes up to Nora Jones in your living room.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a nice evening.
But don't know why she with that song. Anyway, she's great. She just relax Friday night Nora Jones.
I was hoping for a Nora Jones impression. That's what I was really rooting for. Maybe we'll work on that for another show. Are you gonna?
No, I can't see my keys. That's why.
I know.
Yeah, I can't. Anyway. Yeah.
Are they backwards?
No, you can try them too. Just touch them. See? Yeah, they're under there.
Okay.
I have my piano under there because I do shows as well that are live. And we just take the desk off. My piano is underneath the news desk. So who knew that? Yeah.
Doesn't everybody have that?
Why wouldn't they? Sometimes an accordion. Maybe if you're in Oktoberfest, you have an accordion under your news desk just in case.
Well, another famous musician, Lady Gaga, as I like to say. Lady Gaga.
Now, she met you. She met you, she said.
Yes, that's right. I'm sure it was an outstanding moment in her life that she remembers quite fondly. But no, I was at the Toronto Film Festival, and she was there promoting her documentary. Mm-hmm. I think it was on Netflix.
The one of her life?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing, actually.
Yeah, really great documentary. Yeah. And I got to meet her. She called me Lady. She goes, "Hey, Lady." And then I got a close-up picture of her, and that was our passing.
She looked right at you and talked to you?
She looked right at me and said, "Hey, so Lady." Cool. I think I was the lady. She said, "Hey, too."
Yeah.
If you look at the picture, it looks like she's looking right at me.
So how often do you go to that Toronto? You're there a lot because you saw.
Used to be pre-COVID. Yeah.
And the and people like that. Oh, you said the word.
Oh, no, we're not allowed to say that on the show.
You said the word.
Oh, nothing to do with any negative.
Nothing.
Right? So no negative things.
The orange buzzer of shame or aggression, rather.
So a few years ago, I used to go to the Toronto Film Festival, and I went about 6 years.
Yeah, real Canadian staple in the film industry, isn't it, to be able to have that as
incredible films. You get to see them before they come out in the theaters, and then often you're watching them in the movie theater with the stars that are in the movie.
That is very cool. Mm-hmm. Well, another Canadian icon, of course, is Justin Bieber, who was also celebrating a birthday in the month of March. So happy birthday, Justin.
That's right.
Hope you like my card. Yeah. I sent a card to Justin Bieber. That's weird. I wonder if he'd write back.
His agent, when you're on the Ellen Show, gave him about a $200,000 sports car for his birthday.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
Yeah, yeah. So what would you follow up with that? Right?
Yeah, I would just say, I don't want that. Just give me a minivan.
How about fuzzy dice for the? Here you go. I got you a $200,000 sports car last year. Here's some fuzzy dice for your mirror this year.
Well, he is quite an artist. Other artists, painters, artists. There is Michelangelo, Van Gogh, are both celebrating birthdays in March, as well as Randy Hayashi. So,
wow.
Randy's from Edmonton. He's a fantastic artist, and I'm telling you that because we are going to do a little feature on Randy's art and have him on the show in a couple of weeks. He's an amazing artist. He's in lots of galleries around Canada. You're going to love his art. But again, we like to feature lots of different special people around Edmonton, and Tracy is a very special person that she wants to give a shout out to.
My most special person, Devin Gray, celebrating his birthday this month. That's my husband. Yeah. So happy birthday, Devin.
Well, and now we have the book with us.
That's right.
Should we show a bit of the book? We're gonna have Devin on to talk about his book, Insider Home Selling Tips. It's a great book, especially right now. If you live in Edmonton or in Alberta, the seller's market right now is incredible.
It is. It's really a seller's market. Lots of bidding wars happening right now. Prices going way up on homes. A little bit harder if you're trying to buy a house, but there's also some tips and tricks that he has for you too, whether you're selling or buying, to help you out. This book is based on if you are listing your home for sale, some tips and tricks on how you can make the most money off it and sell it quickly as well.
Awesome.
So that's a great book, no matter what market is.
Well, that is our birthday crew. So I brought my other piano. I've got two here. And so we're going to do this. I'm going to turn this on. And this is happy birthday for...
Should I check your pockets if you got one like everywhere?
No, I've got, a couple more. So happy birthday going out to all of you. And all of you, I hope you have a great month. It's for you.
Very nice.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Tracy's in the band. You're in the band. So happy birthday, everybody. That was fun.
Yeah, and also we're celebrating a New Year's right now as well. Happy New Year's to the ancient Romans.
We are doing a little bit of March history, and that is true. Tracy's not making that up. the ancient Romans celebrated their Happy New Year's was March. So that all changed with I think the Caesars got in there. They started saying, we want months. We want
I
months.
thought you meant they were drinking Caesars.
That's probably why they
that got them in trouble.
Why they did that. I'm going to have to read this next part because I can't believe it. It's best month. March is the best month for vasectomies. I can hardly say that.
Wow.
I know, right? So
it doesn't surprise me that was a difficult one for you to say. Feel a little difficult to talk about right now.
Okay, so according to Live Science, the number of vasectomies surges by 50% during the first week of March. Madness. Why? Patients typically need at least a day to ice to keep the swelling down. Urologist Stephen Jones, MD, told Fox News. So if they're going to spend a whole day doing nothing, it's hard to figure out why they'd want to do it on a day they'd like to be sitting in front of the television. Absolutely perfect. The vasectomy rate will probably drop this year, though, because non-essential procedures have been dramatically reduced due to the COVID-19. I said it. You have to hit the buzzer.
Yeah, I'm going to.
So that is from Live Science. They never lie. They're on the internet. They must tell the truth. Yeah, so.
I did like a big article on it.
I know, there's a big article. We happen to feature that one. So.
Wow. Okay, well, not to change topics or anything, but on another note, International Women's Day is March 8th. Mm-hmm. It's a global day for celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women.
That's how you stop someone from talking. You slide the text away. So that's enough for you. You should have slid it away when I was doing the whole
why are you still sliding
book I just read there.
I'm trying to read it. You get this while I'm doing that.
I do get that for sliding. Pancake Day was March 1st, or Mardi Gras. You would celebrate that in New Orleans. Big party, eh? Down in New Orleans.
I've never been, but anyone that I know that goes says it's amazing.
It's wild, I guess. It's wild.
Wild.
So they say it's because it precedes Lent, so they call it the last blast before the fast. And then there's 40 days if you are a Christian faith would celebrate 40 days of Lent. And you're hungry. You're just mad all the time, I think. You'd
angry,
give up.
I would be. But Mardi Gras would be a great way to celebrate your birthday.
That's true.
To Mardi Gras.
It was March 1st. Yeah, you'd have a great time.
Especially if you want beads for your birthday.
What to give the person who is hard to buy for?
Just give them beads, I guess. That's how they celebrate down there. All right, March 13th is the start of daylight savings, so of course March equinox.
And here in Alberta, we voted back in October during our election to see if we wanted to keep daylight saving times the way it was or change it. I think we voted
they voted to keep it the same.
Just to keep it the way it was, yeah. And
but the wording that the way on the ballots that they had it made it a little bit confusing for people because I know people that they thought they were voting to get rid of it, but they actually ended up keeping it.
Yeah, it was a little tough to figure that one out.
Yeah.
So, and of course, what is the most popular song? I just played it. This little hint for you. The most popular song in the world.
Yeah, you played it on that little one, not so much on this bigger one.
That's the minor version. Happy birthday. If it's an old birth, if you're like really sad about your age,
is that happy birthday song for minors?
For minors.
You said the minor version.
No, I meant minors.
So if you're underground right now digging coal,
key.
That's your birthday song.
Okay. It was in a minor key, making it sad. So, but Happy Birthday was actually at one point copyrighted by Warner Brothers. But it originally was not Happy Birthday. It was another song called...
Yeah, it was Good Morning to You.
Good Morning to You.
Sung by a kindergarten teacher to her classroom.
Very cool. Yeah, the Hill Sisters, I think, back in the day.
And then Warner Brothers copyrighted it so that they could play it in any of the movies that they came out with. But if you have a movie and you want to put Happy Birthday in it, you got to pay Warner Brothers.
I think you do. That's a good thing, too. If you work for Warner Brothers, then you're raking it in. And if you follow astrology, the two signs are Pisces and Aries. So Aries is a goat. Aries is a goat.
Yes, it's a ram.
A ram.
So
ram
it's a
goats.
Fancier goat.
That's why I'm not a zoologist. I always got them mixed up. Fish, ram, goats. Always mixed up.
It's a goat 2.0 is what what the ram is.
All right. Well, I hope you didn't get your goat with that one. That's a bad joke.
Okay. So. Well, we are going to move along to our next segment, which is the praises for phrases. And these are phrases that make their way into our language. And we don't really necessarily know where they came from. And they don't always make a lot of sense.
No, they don't make a lot of sense. We do know where this one came from for this month. And we picked only one for this month. But it is Beware the Ides of March. Ides meaning the middle of March. Or in Julius Caesar's case, it was March 15th when he was murdered. And that was, so Beware the Ides of March would be, we don't say it though anymore. Right?
No, that's not really a saying that I can't think of when we would use that.
You might say beware of a tie-up on the freeway.
That's right.
Yeah. But not beware of the Ides of March.
No, not as common.
So, that's it for phrases. If you have phrases you want us to look at and or idioms you want us to investigate, we would love to do that for you.
Put them in the comments below.
And send us a little note.
And that's our show. We've got Randy going to be joining us for our next show.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go film Randy this week. You're going to love his art. If you want to pre-look at his art, hayashi.ca, hayashi.ca, hayashi.ca. Check out his art. That is going to be the artist we feature on our next show coming up in a couple weeks.
Great.
The Ides of March is when that. When that show.
So, beware the Ides of March. All right. And if you are celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to you. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on our next show.
Thanks, everyone.